Saddle up your horses.
One of the things that we wanted to do on the homestead was to raise some pigs. And little did we know that pigs were going to be the first things that we were going to do, but it ended up that way. We did find a farm with some wonderful owners that had some red wattle pigs, and they are kind of rare. They aren't too common and began really in the northeast of Texas, and we really liked the taste of the meat. They let us taste some of their meat and stuff, and they helped us out by actually giving us two pigs, a boar and a sow. And so here you can see where you're putting up the fence for where they are going to stay. And part of what we wanted them to do is to forage, to be able to take a bunch of briars, a bunch of weeds, and all of that kind of stuff and take it down, as well as leave their manure behind for us. And so as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here that needs to be cleared, and we're hoping that they would do it. This little shelter right here, this was actually a big burn barrel that my brother had, and he said, well, I hardly ever use it. Why don't you just go ahead and make a pig house out of it? And so we did, and in about half an hour we had a home. Boom. And we just took some old tin and put them on some 2x4s and put that on as the roof right there. And that's what we started with a home. I remember the day that the pigs got there. We worked quite a bit, and everybody was excited about the red wattles coming in. They're named Molly and McGee. And we were kind of, I anyway, was kind of skeptical about this really thin electrical fencing system that they said we could use. But boy, so far, it's worked out really well. The fence has really protected them well from going anywhere, and we've never had any problems with anything trying to get to the pigs as well. And so it was fun. We had heard that Molly was pregnant, and as a matter of fact, as of today, which is November 18th, Molly is due in about a week, or a little more than a week. And as you can see, they're pretty tame pigs too. They just come right out, and they just look at their environment, and they don't mind the humans being around them either, which is a good thing. And there's a whole bunch of learning that had to take place with this, waterers and the feeders and all of that. And as you'll see here in a moment, my creating a barrel for water for Molly, well, it didn't work too well. I underestimated the strength, the weight of the pigs, and thus here you see the results of what can happen. She thinks this is a little mud pit for her, and there comes the side. And of course, she destroyed my water barrel. So we had to go back to the drawing board just that day to try and design a better barrel that she couldn't destroy so easily. Now the house, of course, you couldn't destroy the house. That's all out of metal. However, there's very little ventilation in that house. Even though they used it a lot, the situation with all that, though, is the ventilation. And there's our boar right there. That's McGee. McGee and Molly are both really good pigs. And again, they are red wattles. You can see that from the little wattles that hang down the sides of their cheeks. And they're wonderful pigs. Eventually, the boar can get up to 600 pounds or so. And Molly, right there, Molly will probably get up to about 450, 500 pounds. And so here's another attempt at making some water barrels. And these were a little bit stronger. We didn't have to, the lids were permanently on these barrels. And so there was no way that they were going to, hurt one of the one of the barrels with the water. And so this was a lot of fun, but this was a full day. It took us some time to get everything together and set for them. But it was a pretty good shaded area, especially as they were going through the summer months where the temperature was consistently 95 to 105 degrees. Right now you don't see them out here because, well, they're in their house, and that house was nice and cool for them to lay in it, and they really liked it. Here they are. They're going to go ahead and get to work for us and do a bunch of the foraging. And I know we have some pictures someplace. Maybe that'll come up later. Maybe we'll come up later. And now you can see right here, 3 months later or so, the pigs are bigger, and there you can see how Molly is pregnant. And I mean, she is hanging low right there, and there is a good possibility that she's going to be giving birth by Thanksgiving. We're thinking that's going to happen. Give us your thoughts and your ideas and your comments. There's more to come about the pigs.